first national televised game in the regular season will be September 17th, Sunday Night Football against the Miami Dolphins. Prime time. Mac versus Tua, or whoever the Dolphins pick, because Tua may not even be suited by then. He'd probably get hurt. Who knows? Okay, let me take that back. That was not a good thing to say. But week 1 will be against the Eagles at home. So I like the Patriots here at home against the Eagles. I think that's going to be a pretty good game. Eagles, the NFC champs. They didn't win the Super Bowl, but they are looking to come back strong, and we'll see if they can do that. So let's go over the schedule. Bring up the schedule real quick. We got the New England Patriots. Like I said, last season, 8-9, third in the AFC East. One of the worst offenses in football, right? They were, this offense was at times so like dreadful, but despite all that, 17th in points, 26th in yards, and I think Bill O'Brien comes in and he definitely changes that immediately, especially with the slight additions. May not be the sexiest names. I know a lot of Patriot fans out there are not happy with the names. Oh, these guys are not good. They suck. They're not D. Hopkins. They're not this and that. But Bill O'Brien will be able to do something with that. Defense was about slightly above average. Not as great as the previous season, right? Previous year, Patriots was the top 5 defense. I think last year they were more closer to top 10 overall. 11th in points allowed, 8th in yards allowed. So roughly a top 10 offense overall. They were good in the takeaway department. Yeah, so that was pretty good. And they were also good in some other defensive categories. But overall, I think that the defense was better 2 years ago in 2021. But it's still a good enough defense that kept them in a bunch of games. But I think this year, with the addition of Bill O'Brien, the Patriots will be a better team. You got to remember, Mac Jones' rookie year at quarterback, the Patriots was 6th in the NFL in points. They had a top 5-ish, top 10. They had a top 10 offense with a rookie quarterback. Statistically, top 10 offense. I mean, it would roughly be 6th in scoring and yards per. But remember, this is a rookie quarterback, so they were still slightly in the better half of the league in offense. Wasn't explosive, but it was slightly better. That was with a rookie quarterback, and their defense was obviously statistically top 5 across the board. And that was in a rookie year. So Mac is now, and he has 2 years under his belt, 2 different staff. Hopefully Bill O'Brien will get him going. And if that relationship is good, I'm confident that Mac will take off. Now, will he be the super duper MVP? Like, will he be like as good as Burrow or put up these crazy stats? Probably not. But I think he will be a top 5-ish quarterback by the end of the year. Between 5, okay, maybe not top 5-ish, but he'll be around that 7, 6, 5 range. I really believe that. I think, especially if you considering his improvements, because he's not done yet as far as like improvement. I think he can improve. You don't just go from being pretty good rookie year to just falling out the league by year 3. And plus there's pressure on him to really get it done this year. He has to prove that he's a franchise quarterback more so than not this year, and I think he will. I'm confident that he will. Let's go over the schedule. We got week 1 at home against the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, like I said, Eagles coming in. This is a 4:25 game, 4:30-ish. Well, probably 5 if you're on the East Coast or whatever time it is. It's an afternoon game, pretty much. 4:25 Eastern in the afternoon on CBS. It's a local game at home against the Eagles, the NFC champs. I'm going to say this is going to be a win. Home opener. I believe the Patriots come out and get the W. So I'm giving the Pats a W for that. Big W there. So they'll go 1-0. Week 2 at home to the Miami Dolphins. This is a prime time game. Prime time. I say win. Sunday Night Football, Mac Jones gets a W at home with all the eyes. This is the game that's going to say Patriots 2-0. They're for real. After week 2, the NFL is going to be kissing our asses saying Patriots look legit. They get a win there. 2-0. Week 3 at the Jets. 1 o'clock game. This is going to be a big one too. Now, this is this could be a loss. Could be a loss. This is by week 3. Is things looking good for the Jets? Maybe they're 1-1, maybe they're 2-0. This could be a 2-0 teams possibly playing for first place in the division. I want to say Pats will win this, but it's at the Jets. Aaron Rodgers early on. I'm going to say, you know what? Fuck it. This is a win. I think it's going to be a close game. I think the Patriots defense pulls it out, and maybe Aaron Rodgers throws a pick 6 in the fourth quarter or a key defensive stop, and the Patriots go 3-0. They win at the Jets 3-0 going into, and the reason why I went more so for this is because I think the following week at Dallas, I think they'll lose that, right? So they'll go 3-0. Week 4 at Dallas, they'll probably lose that in a nail biter at Dallas. Now they're 3-1 going into week 5 at home against the Saints. I think that's going to be a win. They'll bounce back from the loss. They'll get the win there. 4-1 going into Vegas to face the Raiders, right? To go up against former teammate Jacoby Myers. He has something to prove. I think that the Patriots on the road, I think they're going to beat the Raiders. I just don't see the Raiders being that good. Jimmy Garoppolo, whatever. Patriots will win that. They're going to be 5-1 going back at home to Buffalo. Buffalo won game. Tough game. I think the Patriots win that one. They're going to be 6-1 going into the game at Miami. Now, I think they lose this one to Miami. They're going to split the season series. They get it out the way. At Miami, I give the Miami Dolphins a win here. Patriots usually always have a tough route in Miami. I think they take their first L of the season. The second L, excuse me. So now, back at home, 6-2, facing the Washington Commanders at 1 o'clock on Fox. I gotta say that the Commanders are gonna lose this. So that's 7-2 now for the Patriots. 7-2. So you got 7-2 going into the game again to the Frankfurt game. This is week 10 at Germany. So the team travels to Germany. This is gonna be a good one. It's a home game on paper, so this is considered a home game for the Pats. I'm gonna say that the Patriots win this game in Germany. It's an early game, 9:30 in the morning. I'm gonna give the Pats the win here against the Colts. Colts are not good. They suck. They have nothing. So now the bye week, right? 8-2 going into the bye week. This is where the Patriots are gonna hit the road, because it get a little bit tougher in that second half, but not as much. They're confident. They're playing well. The defense is on fire. The offense looks good. Things are looking great. Everybody in the NFL is now starting to say, look out for the Patriots. Watch out for the Pats. And on that bye week, everybody's going to be talking about the Patriots. 8-2 right before the game at the Giants. 1 o'clock on Fox. So after the bye week, typically the Patriots, Bill Belichick teams do pretty well after the bye week. But this year, I'm going to give the New York Giants the victory here. And at the Giants, I think at home, at New York, at Giants, facing the Giants, I think the Giants will win this game. I'll give them that. So that's going to be a loss for the Pats on the road, coming off the bye week, which is Belichick-like. But it will happen. And he'll be mad. It won't be prepared. He'll get on their ass, and then the following week, right, December 3rd, they're going to blow the doors off the LA Chargers at home. 1 o'clock game. Patriots win that one. So now, what's the record? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9-3 now going into December 7th at the Steelers. This is going to be a tough game. It's on Prime Video. Anybody that has Amazon Prime out there. 8 o'clock game. This is a Thursday nighter, I believe. So it's a short week for the Patriots. Sunday, then play right back on Thursday. That's a tough turnaround. I'm going to give the Patriots a loss at Pittsburgh in a close one on that turnaround. They're going to lose that game to Pittsburgh. So that's what, 9-4? So that's 9-4, and that's going to be a tough loss, because the following week you got the Kansas City Chiefs, right? You got to go home and face the Chiefs. That game's going to be on ESPN. That's a Monday night game against the Chiefs. I think the Pats are going to lose that game. Honestly, they're going to lose that one. And Patrick Mahomes is going to pull a rabbit out of his ass, and they're going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs because things are starting to get a little shaky now in New England. You know, they lost their 3 of the last 4. You know, people start chirping. Can the Pats do it? Can they turn around? It's going to be close. Chirping is going to go on. You know how it goes. And but then they come back on Sunday at Denver Broncos, and they beat the Broncos in Denver. They turn it around and get the W, because now the season's on the line. The division might be on the line depending on the win-loss record. So at this point, after the bye week, they 2-3 now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're 10-5 with 2 games left at Buffalo and at the Jets. These are 2 critical games because this could be for the division. 10-5 going into at Buffalo. This is the game right here that puts the nail in the coffin for the Buffalo Bills. Trust me when I tell you. Not only will the Patriots beat Buffalo at Buffalo, that 1 o'clock game, December 31st, because the people will be healthier. They'll have some running backs ready to go. They'll have a back. Now this whole thing can change, right? Depending on personnel. But right now, as personnel is constructed, I think this game is going to be cold. It's going to be right in the wheelhouse. May even be snowy. Could be a low scoring game, and I think the Patriots will benefit from that. They got a better defense, and I think the Pats will win in Buffalo. This is going to be a really, really important game, and the Bills season is going to be in jeopardy. 11-5, final game of the year at home to the Jets. We don't have a time yet for that, but the Patriots win that, and they finish the season on a 3-game winning streak as they go into the postseason. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they'll finish the year 12-5, and possibly an AFC East title. Now, I don't know if it's going to be that way because I have to do the rest of the schedule, but 12-5, they're in the playoffs, may even have a division title. So that's our predictions for the New England Patriots. They will be 12-5 on the year, with losses to the Cowboys, the Dolphins, at Dallas, at Miami, at the Giants, at Pittsburgh, and home to the Chiefs. Those will be the losses. So they won't be a very great road team next year, at least on paper, according to my projections. The only road wins they'll have will be at the Jets, at Raiders, and at Denver, and at Buffalo. So it doesn't look like a great road team, but all in all, they will finish 12-5 and possibly a division title. If not, it'll be very close. But I think it'll be a division title. I think it'll come down to those last 2 weeks between Buffalo and the Jets, or maybe that Buffalo game, depending on how good Buffalo will be. I have the Patriots sweeping Buffalo, so that tiebreaker would go to Buffalo in this scenario, and they also sweep the Jets. So, and they split against the Dolphins. So I'm pretty confident to say that unless any one of those other teams get 12 wins, Patriots are going to be the AFC East champs.